Sometimes you look at the game and just know that you have to play it. Pikuniku was one of those instances. The simple yet colorful style reminding me of games like Loco Roco. Its brand of humor seemed off the wall, and from first impressions, it seemed to focus heavy on exploration. Every which way this would pan out, I was guaranteed a surprising time all the same. What I didn't expect, however, was that a game about colorful blobs would stay disappealing across its running time. Pikuniku is never challenging, but in the end, my smile was never wiped off my face. Before you even move an inch, you will meet the main villain in the form of Mr. Sunshine. This shady fellow pretends that he's taking the world's junk and giving its inhabitants tons of free money. In reality, it soon becomes clear that he's draining resources for his own good. Your goal, as main character Piku, is to explore a variety of 2D environments and help to stop this evil mastermind. From point blank, it is an utterly maddening adventure that doesn't hold back. Weird characters, remarkable interactions, and some of the funniest lines in the video game all pass you by. Personally, I don't feel I should tell you more than this, because quoting the plot would give far too much away. The only thing that you need to know is that every word written is brilliant, and you want to see where it is going next. You might be asking yourself, what kind of game is Pikuniku anyway? Like I mentioned before, you will be exploring 2D environments in all sorts of directions. You will explore the wider world, talk to NPCs, collect various items, and duke it out in special challenges. All of this and more must be done to complete quests and make the people you meet happy. Most characters you meet have a problem to overcome, and you are the only one they can turn to. Some problems will be rewarded with items, but for the majority of them, you will receive special trophies that act as little achievements throughout the game. These aren't required to get your fill of Pikuniku, but it did make me happy when one of them would appear. Piku is surprisingly fun to control. While his movement may seem floaty or unusual at first, this is done with the game in mind. He has these weird, stretchy legs that don't move in a singular rhythm, which is truly fun to observe. Furthermore, you will be able to kick objects and NPCs using those legs as a well-timed hookshot. For the majority of the journey, this mostly can be done at your own pace. The emphasis on mostly, as the player does get some enemies and special missions to deal with. If you want to run through the world, you can do so by turning into a ball. This allows you to explore the terrain quickly and makes backtracking such a breeze. Like I mentioned, Pikuniku isn't a challenging game in the slightest, but it really doesn't try to be one. The game is charming and focuses on the problems that the various characters face. There's a kindness to the proceedings, which makes the journey such a joy to undergo. In one moment you are fighting in a game of bass kick, while another time you add a single note to a DJ's performance. The tiniest things that you do will have a ripple effect that can help solve the game's bigger mysteries. Everything is in connection with each other without being obtuse, so you never feel that you're lacking a purpose. That being said, the situations that you find yourself in are beyond comprehension. The only thing negative I have to say about Pikuniku is that what you see is what you get. There's special headgear to collect that offer up a few abilities, but those are mostly tied to specific puzzles that you won't give a second thought. For the majority, you will know what types of situations to expect. That is a very deliberate choice in my eyes, and ensures that the player won't get overly lost. But it might be something not everyone will be on board with. Pikuniku is really a one and done sort of deal, for there are co-op levels and the ability to play bass kick whenever you desire with a friend. Overall though, Pikuniku is one of the funniest games I've played in a while. It doesn't take itself seriously without being juvenile or irritating, and instead puts the focus on the problems created by Mr. Sunshine. The simple and colorful presentations helps to sell that feeling with silly expressions and music tones. I had a blast going for every trophy and possible problem, as I felt consistently rewarded for my efforts. Pikuniku isn't challenging in any way, and I kind of like it that way. It is the perfect experience to unwind and just have a chill time in one of the most abstract journeys ever. I loved Pikuniku a whole load. If you want a Loco Roco type adventure that has completely gone into the deep end, this game should be on your Nintendo Switch eShop wishlist. It is one of those weird titles that I will remember for a while, and I consider that solely a positive thing. Thanks for watching. Be sure to stay subscribed to GameXplain for more on Nintendo eShop titles and other things gaming. Bye bye.